Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Lenox. I am the Justifier of Innocence. I was created by Zeus and Demeter to restore the balance of good and evil and save humanity. Now, this week I'm going to be introducing you to a couple new characters that you've heard their name a few times, but this week you'll actually get the pleasure of meeting them and seeing what their personality is like and finding out a little more of what their role will be in the series going forward. So with me today, I have Bully Young Bae Jajag Namu. We call her Bully for short. She is the Korean superhero that we recruit to go on the missions with us and become part of Lenox's permanent crew. Also here with us today is Putin Tarot. Now I know you've heard his name quite a bit. Putin Tarot is my nemesis. He is who I believe to be the root of all evil. So today you're going to learn a little bit about his backstory and what his sinister plan is to destroy the world. He tries to undo everything that I do, so we are going to try our best to put a stop to him and keep him from creating havoc on this earth. We also have Mr. Buddy here with us today. He's just relaxing at the moment. So before we get started on this week's story, I did want to just do a quick reminder to let you know that everything that we talk about is in fantasy. It's all fiction. Even though some of the stories are based on true facts, it is very loosely based on facts. And we carry out the missions in fantasy to get justice for those who are innocent and as a way to help us cope and feel better about everything that's going on in the world. So it's supposed to be more of a funny approach, that fantasy, like we're gonna get out there and just make the world a better place, one mission at a time. So with that said, we shall get started on this week's program. After I returned from Minnesota, where I avenged Cecil's death, I went to the sanctuary to pick up Amalia. We were going to head over to Ogard's, and Lexa was already there. When I pulled into the driveway, I noticed a fluorescent green Camaro parked. Amalia and I looked at each other and we said we like her already. We're going to be heading to North Korea to stop a tyrant that has been threatening the USA with missiles, starving and torturing his own people. His name is Kimber Jugnut. Ogard has been working with a Korean superhero. And since we are recruiting to go on this mission, she will become a permanent member of our team. We walked in to see a statuesque Asian woman, an exotic beauty, tall, lean, muscular, with long black glistening hair. She is the perfect picture of grace. And then she opened her mouth. Go ahead.
What up, what up? How goes it? I'm Bully Bae Jajag Namu.
That's a mouthful.
I know, right?
What were your parents thinking?
Well, it's my fighting name. My parents named me Tia.
Oh, okay. So what does it mean?
It means badass bitch in Korean. Okay?
That's awesome, but I'm going to call you Bully for
I
short.
like that. I agree.
Thank you for coming and joining our mission. This world is in such chaos. We need to act to restore the balance before it's too far left.
I agree. I felt like I've been spinning my wheels in a helpless fight. When Oga called me to tell me about North Korea and Kimber Jugnut, I was really to go that instant. When I was 4, my sister 6, we were brought to South Korea to escape from his rule. At that time, they were killing all girls under 5 years of age. So our parents brought us to our aunt and uncle. Unfortunately, they were detained at the border. But my sister and I were able to run free and cross. Kimber's uncle was in power at the time. He was a horrific monster, but pales in comparison to Kimber. He locked my parents in the prison, hidden somewhere in his compound, and that is where they remain till today. My sister and I always talked about going back to free them. When we got older, but we were adopted by a nice American couple and brought here when my aunt and uncle grew ill.
Will your sister be joining us? We could always use extra recruits.
No, unfortunately, my sister did not make it her teens. She was sick before we left South Korea. Once here, her health declined further, and the doctors could figure out what was wrong. We suspect Kimber had released a biochemical virus.
So sorry to hear that she's no longer with us.
It's okay, I learned to deal with the loss. I always felt they imprisoned her with illness in school, since they were killing young girls. I was spared because I wasn't in school yet, so I thought I didn't know what I was yet.
When did you realize that you were different?
Well, shortly after my sister's death, there were a few incidents with other kids, neighborhood bullies, and mean girls. I got angry and I would inadvertently suffocate them. They would pass out, falling all over. My parents always thought I hit them or something. They put me in therapy to work on my anger issues. I thought it was PTSD from losing my sister and parents. It wasn't until a few years later, my aunt and uncle, that I found out that I'm a mutant superhero. That's when I got in contact with Ogard. He showed me how to control my powers, fight, crave, maga, the nasty martial arts, beast, and other things as well. My weapons are knives. I'm an accurate shot.
Well, I'm happy that you're here and helping us on this fight. So that was Bully, and she's an amazing addition to our team. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of her in the upcoming episodes. Next is Puntantero.
Puntantero, the ultimate nemesis to Lenox. I will undo all the good her and her team do and destroy all in my path. I shall become the root of all evil. I came from a small town in Russia. I watched as my family was killed in front of me. Unable to do anything about it, I grew increasingly angry. Darkness took over for me. I was unable to find empathy for living things. I made a deal with Hades. He made me immortal and gave me powers that I could terrorize the free world, installing fear in children, recruiting soldiers, and killing all hope. I take pleasure in mind games and torture. I developed a powerful drug. I feed it to my army so they can fight without feeling pain. They can go for days without sleep. No army can match us. I team up with human tyrants, assisting them in slowly destroying their people. The drugs, the famine, the disease, child extortion. I shall take away all hope, all dreams, all that brings joy. I shall overthrow Hades and reign over the underworld and will destroy the USA. Control the underworld, destroy all gods, especially Lenox. I will not allow that twit to ruin me and my plans. This missing chunk on my cheek I shall leave as a reminder of how badly I will revenge Lenox and the crew. She's gonna get it.
So now you've met Bully Yangbei Jajagnamu, which we call Bully, and you've met my nemesis Puntantero. So in the next few episodes, you're going to be seeing a little bit more of them, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to do, you're going to see some fight scenes between Lenox and Puntantero, and I might give him another bite. But it'll be a lot of fun. So stick with us and watch what's next. Now, don't forget that you can buy the book. So you can follow along with the storyline and get the entire backstory, because some of these stories that we're doing are made just for this channel, as they're not in the book, but the book will give you the entire backstory of Lenox, her creation, and so forth. And the links are going to be listed below, so you can check that out. And on Tuesday, on next week, we're going to be filming the rest, the second half of A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. So I'll be back here with Leska, so you can look forward to how we get justice for all those victims. Until then, I just want to say thank you, and you guys have been an amazing audience, and we will see you next week. Hope you have a wonderful week, and God bless. And then she opened her mouth.
What up? What up? How goes it? I'm Blian Bay. Jaga Namu. You know, right? You know what I'm saying?